In this video, I will show you how to highlight rows with blank cells using conditional formatting in Excel like this. So let's get started. Here in this Excel sheet, I have a list of students and the marks they scored in various subjects. Now I want to highlight the entire row in light red color if any of the column values are blank. For example, I want to highlight the fourth row because the cell D4 is blank. To do that, I will use a formula that uses the count blank function. The count blank function counts the blank or empty cells in the specified range. This function accepts only one argument, which is the cell range. For example, this count blank formula counts the number of empty cells in the B3 to B7 range and returns 1 because the cell B5 is blank. Let's create a formatting rule based on the formula. Select the range of the cells, that is B3 to E7. Now go to the Home tab, click the conditional formatting option and then select the new rule menu item. Select the use a formula to determine which cells to format option from the rule type list. Now we need to enter a custom formula that either returns a true or false value. I will use this formula which counts the number of empty cells in the first row B3 to E3 and then checks if it is greater than 0. Since the formula is evaluated relative to the first cell in the selected range, I am going to lock the starting and ending columns of the row using the dollar signs like this. Excel will automatically apply this formula to the remaining rows in the selected range by incrementing the row numbers but keeping the start and end columns locked. Now click the format button to open the format cells dialog box. Since we want to change the cell background to red, select the fill tab from the top. Select the desired background color to apply to the rows. I am going to choose the light red color. Click the OK button to close the format cells dialog box. Make sure to check the preview section to confirm the cell format. This custom cell format will be applied to a cell only when the formula we entered returns true for that particular cell. In this case, this format applies when there are more than 0 cells with blank values. Click the OK button to close the conditional formatting dialog box. As you can see, all the rows with blank cells are now highlighted with the light red color. Here is the shorter version of the same formula that we created previously. I have removed the greater than 0 part from the formula. Excel evaluates any positive number as a true value and 0 as a false value. So, if the count blank function finds any blank cells, it returns a positive number and that will be considered a true value. Likewise, if the count blank function does not find any empty cells in the row, it returns 0 and it will be considered as a false value. As you can see, the result is the same as the previous formula. This conditional formatting rule is dynamic, which means that if you modify any value, the format will be changed automatically based on the column values. For example, if I enter values in all the blank cells of the row background color will be removed automatically like this. Similarly, if I make a cell blank by deleting the value in any of the rows, the row will be highlighted in a light red color like this. To remove the conditional formatting from these cells, let's select all the cells again. Now go to the Home tab, click the conditional formatting option, select the clear rules and then the clear rules from selected cells menu item. As you can see, now these cells do not have any conditional formatting rule applied to them. Watch these videos for more Excel tips, tricks and how-to tutorials. If you find this video useful, please like the video and subscribe to our channel.